Yo, 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 we are looking at section 5.1. We're looking at mid-segments here at triangles. And what happens here, we're looking at this theorem here, is when we have a midpoint on each side. So we have a midpoint at D from A to C. So it makes AD is equal to DC with those little tick marks. And then E is the midpoint of C to B, which makes CE equal to EB. And so what happens there, that creates this line here, DE, as well as A to B, and they have a certain relationship with each other. So as you can see stated right here, DE, the smaller side, is exactly 1/2 of this larger side, AB, and AB is exactly twice DE. So we'll be looking at this throughout this section, as well as what happens with these angle measurements. So the angle of CDE, this little angle right here, is equal to angle A, and angle CED, this angle right here, is equivalent to angle B. So we'll be looking at all of those types of things here in this section. So in this first one, we're looking at what is happening here. So when we do have these mid segments, and we have these highlighted sides here, they are parallel to each other. And just make sure you use capital letters here. If you put an X, Y of lowercase, it will mark it incorrect. So in this next section, we're looking at what we talked about. So we're given this information. We know that NO is 25, so we know that JK is twice that. So first we have to double it to 50. Then we can set JK equal to that and solve. Once again here, use capital letters. We're given here FG, so we know that this side, Z to Y, must also be parallel. Here we're looking at the given information. So there is information here that I can just ignore, all right? So it's asking me about HE. That means I need to know something about V to U. So I can ignore HD and TV. I can go right to here. So I know the relationship is HE is half of that. So I divide that by 2. I get 43. And then there we go. Once again here, there's information we need to ignore since I'm looking for T to U. That means I need information about HD, which I get here. And I know that HD is half of the distance here, which means I need to double it. I can just say, I know this is smaller, I need to double it for the larger. And I get 172. Here, looking at the same things here, we know that the larger side is 70. That means the smaller side must be half of that. Once I get that value, I set it equal to 7x and solve. Same with this here. I know the larger side is 20. That means the smaller side must be half of that, which I get 10. I set that equal to x plus 2 and solve. Here we're looking at these. All of these have the mid segments we need. We're given information about the smaller side, which means the larger side must be twice that or double it. And we're looking here at angles here. So we know these angles must be equal to each other or congruent. So if this one is 59, so is the other. And this last one, we are getting a perimeter, which is where we're adding up all the sides. And since we're looking at a triangle, that's 3 sides. So we're given I to J, so we know we have the 11. We're given information about F to H. So since this is the midpoint, I have to divide that by 2. I get 9 for my second side. And the last side, that is the midpoint, so I have to divide that by 2. I do get a decimal of 10.5. I add those 3 sides together to get 30.5.